I'm John Robeson at Robeson Service. I'm here in the Bentley shop, and we're going to look today at the Wilner car, which is a Bentley Continental R from the late 1990s, and it is one of the finest of its kind in the country. This car was a top-scoring car at the Rolls-Royce and Bentley Club's national meet in Nashville last year, and I want to show you some details of this car that explain why. So you can see here, see these yellow marks? These were originally quality control marks that the inspectors in the Crewe factory put on after checking tightness of bolts before the cars ship. And over the years, of course, the paint has been taken off, and it's rare that I see this, but in this case, the owner of the car actually went through the car, checked all the bolts, and he reapplied that all himself. It's kind of a cool thing. While we've had the car, you can see we put new springs in it. The reason we put new springs in these cars is even though they have level control back here, and you can see there's the level control valve and the linkage to the bar. Even though they have that, when the springs get old, the springs let the back of the car settle too much. And when it settles, it pushes hydraulic oil from the suspension up to the reservoir. And if it settles too far, you end up overflowing oil onto the ground, which is a thing a lot of people see on these cars, don't understand, and that's why we put springs in them. And we also, when we do that, we change the spring seats, and you can see how high those springs are sitting, and that's because we shim them a little bit higher so they are more protected against settling. You can see in this car, look how nice those calipers are. Look at that. Really brand new looking. And you can see the shocks are dry and clean. You can see the marks there where we put a fuel filter on the car, and you can see the pump and accumulator. And interestingly, if we move in there, you see what looks like a drip coming out of the fuel pump, but that's not actually a drip. That is hardened undercoating from the factory. That can fool you. See, the original stainless exhaust is in good shape. Here's a thing that's often overlooked, the subframe dampers. These damp the fore and aft movement of the subframe. See it right here above me? So if the dampers go bad, what happens is on bumps, the rear axle assembly pitches forward and backwards, and these damp what is otherwise an uncomfortable roll. We can move forward, and again, the car is all spotless. This cover here covers the brake distribution valves, and it is supposed to be natural aluminum. The valves drip a little bit, so we generally put oil absorbent padding inside them. There's the transmission pan. This series of car uses the GM 400 transmission, and the later versions use the 4L80E, which has an automatic clutch control and a sport shifting mode. Moving up to the front here, we see again the brake hoses have been updated. Calipers are all nice and clean. Look at those front shocks. You got new shocks in it. Got new springs there. And same thing happens here where with age the springs sag. Look at the bottom of this thing. Boy, isn't this spotless. We have a new radiator, and the radiators we're now using are aluminum tanks instead of the original radiators, which had plastic tanks. So that's a significant little improvement. I'd also note on a car like this that's a show winner, this car isn't detailed for a show right now, but what you can see here is it's got some bugs and some dirt, but what it does not have is scrapes and gouges. This car has been kept clear of all of that stuff most all its life. It's a very original, very, very clean car that any Bentley enthusiast would be proud to own.